Keep up with us online by liking the ZTV Sports Report on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter at ZTV Sports, and check out our YouTube page, ZTV Sports, to see our latest videos.
Welcome back to the ZTV Sports Report, your home for everything Akron Athletics. And in case you don't know me by now, I'm Anna Toltz. We've already covered soccer and basketball, and we have D. Harris coming up for our in-depth segment. But before we continue, the Sports Report is a production of ZTV in the School of Communication at the University of Akron. To learn more about making award-winning TV programs, check out the School of Communication and ZTV online at uakron.edu and ztvakron.com. I know you've all been waiting, just as I have, for our in-depth segment with the man who knows style and all about the Zips. I'm turning it over to D. Harris, who has the MAC basketball standings and our special edition of Coach's Corner with Caleb Porter. Take it away, D.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and sports fans alike. I'm D. Harris, here to present you with this week's edition of the in-depth segment right here on the Sports Report. Although it does sadden me that this will be my last show with you all, I'm sure the fact that basketball season is here once again will be something for everyone to look forward to. Now, let's check out the MAC standings and see how the Zips are faring in this young season. With conference play set to begin on the 3rd of December, we find the Zips sitting in 3rd with an overall record of 4-2, while the top spots are being manned by Ohio and Kent State, who currently hold records of 6-1 and 5-3 respectively, while on the western side of things, Western Michigan are the top dogs, sitting at 6-1. On the ladies' side, we find our Lady Zips sitting at number 1, and they have a record of 6-1 as well, and they have Bowling Green and Miami of Ohio following them. Both of those teams currently hold records of 4-3. Now, if we go from the hardwood, we check out one of UA's coolest clubs as we take a look at paintball in this week's Club Spotlight.
When you want something done, you might as well do it yourself, and that is exactly what Josh Lehman did. He's the co-founder and current president of the Paintball Club.
We are a recognized club sport at the university, and we've been around since February of 2011.
Josh grew up playing paintball and wanted to continue to play throughout college. He realized there was no current club and found an opportunity before him.
I started the club simply because I enjoy paintball. I love playing paintball and wanted to be able to share that with other people as well.
It hasn't been easy running the club either. Paintball is an expensive sport, and the club must fundraise to meet equipment needs and travel expenses. Akron is not the best host for the sport, as fields and competitions are limited.
We play in the NCAA, which is the National Collegiate Paintball Association, which hosts a regional series throughout Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan.
Fundraising helps the team provide its members the best paintballing experience, including those who have never played before, like me. Josh showed me how to hold and shoot a gun like he shows members with little to no experience.
In the center of your shoulder, you want to have your knees bent, and you want to be on the balls of your feet so that you're ready to move at any time.
Thanks to Josh, the club has been such a success. All of his hard work and effort he puts in keeps costs low for members.
We wouldn't have this if it wasn't for Josh.
And I couldn't have said it better myself. For the ZTV Sports Report, I'm Anna Toltz.
All right, as we go from paintball, our own Anna Toltz had the chance to interview head men's soccer coach Caleb Porter.
I'm Anna Toltz, and welcome to a special edition of the ZTV Sports Report Coach's Corner. Coach Caleb Porter took over the University of Akron men's soccer team in 2006, and it didn't take long for him to make his mark. In just 7 seasons, Porter helped the team to 5 MAC championship titles, a second and first place in the NCAA tournament. Porter was also named head coach of the under-23 national soccer team last fall. This is Porter's last season with the Zips before he heads to the MLS, but I was fortunate enough to talk to him about the success of the program. I first asked Porter how he's able to get each player to contribute his best to the team.
That's a great question, because we have guys that are playing, and we have guys that aren't playing, and really everybody is important. It's a team, and we need everybody pulling in the right direction, and this is a very cohesive group with good chemistry, and the guys that are playing are very hungry to win a championship. They know their role. They know they need to perform when they go in games. They know they need to make plays, and they're in pressure situations, and they've risen to the occasion all season long. The guys that aren't playing, they're on board as well, and maybe they're the future of our team, and we have to do a good job of managing them and keeping them engaged and making them feel like they're still a part of it. But we have a really good spirit in this group this year.
Then I asked how the team is able to build such a strong chemistry.
Well, it's a daily process. You know, I'm a firm believer in the psychology of winning, and you know, I try to do a good job of team building. And you know, it's a daily thing. It's managing every player and connecting with them, and like I said, making them feel like they're a part of it. You know, they always need to know where they stand. That's important. So that type of communication is always important. You know, and then it's creating a culture. We've been doing this now 7 years, so we have a culture of excellence where now it almost, you know, when we get new players, it almost happens automatically. You know, our players help us, the older players. They know what it takes. They know what we expect, and they've been in the trenches year after year, and so they help with the young players, getting them up to speed and helping them understand what we want.
Next, I asked, what things do the players do to help build that chemistry?
You know, they have their own ways of integrating the new players. You know, in preseason, we have traditions and things that we do. One of the neat ones is after every win, we go and we sing with the Rowdies, and they have a song that they sing with us, and then they go actually and they have a song they sing in the showers as well. So, you know, those little things just kind of, I think the traditions are really what I think bonds the team together and bonds them to the program.
I then mentioned the Rowdies and asked how important are they to the team?
Well, they're everything to us. You know, they're the 12th man, and when we started building this thing, it just continued to snowball. I remember meeting with the Rowdies members, Willie Coleman and Ian Tayek, and talking to them about coming to soccer games. At that point in time, they weren't. And I told them I'd buy them pizza, and 50 people showed up, and then the next game 100, and then the next year, you know, 2,000. And so it just really continued to grow and grow. Obviously, with our success, that helps. The more you win, the more people want to follow you. But we've only lost one game on this home field at First Energy Cup Cadet in the last 5 years, and only 3 games in the last 7 years. And we currently hold the NCAA record for most consecutive games unbeaten on our home field. So that's a huge advantage going into the tournament, and we're going to use that.
And for my final question, I asked Porter how he deals with the different egos and mentalities of I'm the best that may come with such talented players.
Well, the most talented kids are innately selfish, but that's a good thing because that's what makes them good. You know, so you know, I don't. Some coaches will say check your ego at the door. I don't say that because their ego is what makes them good. They're confident, and I don't want to stifle their confidence. But at the same time, they have to buy into the team first mentality, and they have to understand that within the framework of our team and our program and the way that we do things, that they must fit in. And they're a collection of stars, but really the star is the team more than anything. And I think with this year's team, it's even more the case. We have a very unselfish team that works hard for each other, that buys in. They want to win for Akron. And during the season, you can see that. They're hungry, and yet they won also individual accomplishments and awards and accolades, and that's good because we want that. To win games, we need players that want to make plays, and you know, there's no I in team, but there's an I in win, and we need to win. We need guys that are going to make plays to win games.
I just want to give Coach Caleb Porter another thank you for taking his time to let me talk to him about the team and its great success.
Now, as we get ready to dive into the break, we want to leave you with some Zips trivia. What was Caleb Porter's first year as the University of Akron's men's head soccer coach? Your answer and much more coming up after the break.